The entire Marvel Rivals universe only exists because one Doom, who we'll call 2024 Doom, attempted to control time itself. And when he did so, he created the time stream entanglement. Now, 2099 Doom, a Doom found 70 years in the future, was inevitably going to do the same thing. But, unfortunately, due to 2024 Doom, he ended up having to play cleanup, and the two began to clash.
Even from the future, even from the past, no one rivals Doom!
Now, since that time stream entanglement, that has just created the entire point of Marvel Rivals. Now, thankfully, due to Galacta, daughter of Galactus, she's able to feed off of Chronovium. Chronovium is kind of like residue left over from the time stream entanglement. Now, that has been feeding her, and it allows her to use her power to save specific timelines, almost keeping them in a halt, while those heroes attempt to figure out how to fix the time stream entanglement. I don't know about you, but I've always wondered why we're fighting other heroes, or sometimes villains, in Marvel Rivals. What are we fighting over? Why are they trying to stop us if we're not all working together? Now, that's actually the entire point of Marvel Rivals. All of these heroes are gathered together to resolve their own individual differences, and they're all also fighting over how to solve the problem. Now, ultimately, the problem is that the time stream entanglement is collapsing, combining, and just outright destroying different universes. Now, the only way that these guys have been able to work together for so long is because Galacta is preserving their specific timelines and using her power to do so that they can solve the bigger problem. Because she's been able to feed off Chronovium, but if the universe collapses and the time stream entanglement blows up, then she'll have nothing to feed on, which obviously isn't good. And that brings us to our first lore level that we're going to be working on, which is going to be Burning T'Challa. Now, in this universe, Wakanda has vastly expanded into this galactic empire. Now, they have also noticed with the time string entanglement that the Jalia, their spiritual realm, has been entangled now with the real world. Now, those two things aren't good because A, one's supposed to be the spirit realm, untouchable, sanctimonious, so on and so forth, and the other is the real world. Now, because of that, Shuri has begun to have doubts about the purification of their main god, Bast. Now, with Bast being corrupted, her and T'Challa have kind of been on opposite ends. Now, luckily, T'Challa has also been curious about these expositions, so he is going to go right to T'Challa and talk to Bast, figure out what is going on. When he went to go talk with Bast, however, something seemed off. And when she showed him the flower that he usually used to consume for his powers, it was a very bright red and evil. And he ripped off his blindfold and revealed to show that his thankful god Bast was looking a little off. Now, upon figuring this out, T'Challa swore that he was going to do everything in his power to purify Bast. And that's why, in the map where we were fighting to deliver Bast back to the area of the gods, he's attempting to deliver Bast so that she can be purified by the other gods. However, Shuri thinks that that's a bad idea and thinks that taking Bast and returning them to the gods would cause more corruption, as the other gods are mad at Bast for being so easily corrupted. Now, we're not sure at that point why Bast has been corrupted, but we learn that later when we get into the maps discussing the Abyss Awakens. So there we go. Now you know why we are escorting Bast back to the Hall of the Gods. One team believes in Shuri and they think it's a bad idea. The other team believes that helping T'Challa and delivering the statue of Bast back will help cure Bast, saving his timeline.
Victory! Big win!